네 안에 호랑이
Hello, this is Mark from Super M. With the release of Tiger Inside, the second single off of Super M's upcoming first full-length album, Super One, we've just unveiled another great piece of content. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's an illustrated depiction of us Super M members, along with tigers, drawn by Kim Jung-gi. Yes, a video of artist Kim Jung-gi drawing, accompanied by an instrumental sound of a traditional Korean folk music version of Tiger Inside, was released on Super M's YouTube channel. And because you guys liked it so much, I'm here to explain the piece in detail one more time. The scale of the piece is actually quite large, so I'll be explaining the different parts to you. Kim Jung-gi is well known in Korea and abroad for his live drawings, in which he draws sprawling pieces of artwork at a rapid pace without any rough sketches. Personally, it was such an honor to see a drawing of my own self come to life on canvas. From what I heard, he wasn't too familiar with us before this collaboration happened. Wow, come to think of it, it would have been pretty difficult to draw the faces of all 7 members without knowing us too well. Also, he said he had an especially hard time drawing the faces because he hasn't had too many opportunities to draw such handsome people. Well, thank you very much. When he began this project, he had many meetings to brainstorm and to think of ideas. And during those meetings, he was inspired by our first single, 100, and from there came the idea to draw 100 tigers along with Super M. And from that initial idea, he came up with some reference drawings to further develop that idea, and I'm looking at one of the drafts now. Wow, I've never seen so many tigers in one single drawing like this. And after sharing multiple drafts like this, he finally started working on the final, which was inspired by the very Korean-sounding rhythm and lyrics of Tiger Inside, and also each of the Super M members' unique dance moves or signature gestures. The drawing started in the upper left corner of the painting. This is where Ten's drawing is. He said this part was inspired by the lyrics of 물고 물리는 약육강식의 forest, which means forest where there's constant fighting, the law of the jungle. To warm up his hands, he first started drawing tigers, and he started with a tiger chasing a rabbit first. And next to it are 2 male tigers competing against each other in the jungle, and then Ten in the middle of that wild world. He started drawing Ten's hair. He drew this without any sketching, and he said he was very nervous because once he makes a mistake, it's impossible to correct. He said he was a bit anxious because he was worried about the fans' reactions if he didn't do a good job. And he said he hoped they would forgive him even if he made a mistake. But as I said before, we really didn't expect to get to see him actually drawing us like this. We're all very grateful. The outfit we're wearing in the picture is also our Tiger Inside stage outfit, which we all really like. And this is Ten wearing that outfit. The pose Ten is doing right here, it's inspired by the dance move within the choreography where Ten is in the center and the move expresses the look of a tiger hunting for food. In order to create a more wholesome, complete drawing, Kim Jung-gi felt it was very important to fill in the spaces between the members by naturally connecting them all. Even while he was drawing, he felt that element of connecting and filling in the spaces between, and also illustrating the members' poses and energy was the most agonizing but also the most enjoyable part. And I can actually really feel that when I look at the drawing. And under Ten, there's Baekhyun. Baekhyun really showcases his vocal skills in Tiger Inside, so we drew the image of Baekhyun singing. And Baekhyun's voice blends with the excitement of our ancestors next to a wide variety of animals. And then he drew the roaring of a tiger that is acting in response to that deep inner sound. Wow, I didn't know he had drawn it with such detail. If you look closely, the crane is holding a microphone, and the younger ancestors are playing the sogo and blowing a wind instrument. Then there's Lucas next to Baekhyun. This part depicts Lucas dancing, which was taken from the part of the lyrics that say, 성질건들만 이빨 드러내지만, and it shows him making that kind of movement, showing his hind legs after being provoked. There's that one dance move right after Lucas, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on part. You guys all know what I'm talking about, right? It looks like that part. And wow, there's even the detail of his clothes fluttering in the wind while he's performing. And next to Lucas, he drew a tiger that's dancing with similar movements as if Lucas became a tiger. And around Lucas, you'll see a gray-colored jungle with the background changing from the past to the present. And within that, you'll see more and more people following Super M one by one. And there's a present-day kid with some headsets on. He really seems to have a wide imagination. Above Lucas, there's a tiger multitasking. He drew such detailed things around and between each member. This tiger, I think it's cut in half. He said with this tiger in particular, he wanted to start with the young people who are immersed in creation and creativity, which then leads to passion, hope, creation, and sometimes even anger within everyone's hearts that are freely released and spread all throughout the city. Wow. I think that interpretation describes the tiger inside that Super M intended pretty accurately. My bro, Taemin. This drawing of Taemin is him right in the middle of it all, confidently expressing something in his heart symbolized by the tiger sending that message out to everyone. I think Taemin actually might be showing off his vocals. And beneath Taemin, there's a car, and tigers are walking along the road coming towards Taeyong. Personally, I think seeing Taeyong riding on that motorbike was really cool. Kim Jung-gi said that he was inspired by the lyrics "Gawoba, hurry up, wake up," and made the bike look a bit like a tiger, and drew Taeyong speeding in. 야성을 되찾아 달려 vroom vroom. He also rode a motorbike in the music video too. And all around Taeyong, there are people running to the rest of the world and tigers that naturally rise with them. And above that, it moves to Kai, which leads to another message of the future. So far, if you look at the picture, it depicts the flow of time, starting in the past and moving to the present. And moving from Taeyong's to Kai's part of the drawing, that's where it shifts to the future. In the middle of it is Kai's charismatic presence. Just like the lyrics, 세상이 흔들리게 더 날 뛰어봐, which means, run even more wild to shake up the world. He wanted to depict the image of children who in the future will shake up this next generation. And the really detailed and cool part of this is that the tigers are made up of machines. It looks like the kids are all making these mechanical tigers, or maybe fixing them. They look like children who seem to be familiar with technology. And finally, after Kai, it's me, Mark. This is also the very last part of this depiction of Tiger Inside. For this last scene, he implemented the theme of the day a tiger gets married. If you look closely, there's a palanquin, which is called a kama in Korean. I think the tiger in the kama is wearing a hanbok. At the very end of the parade, he drew many tigers, which are meant to represent the freeing of Super M's many inner tigers to shake up the entire world, not just Korea. And he also said, Mark, who is in the middle of it all, is all of us, our very own selves. And I trust that our fans already know, but this is also the last part of the choreography. Wow, so I just walked you through Super M and Kim Jung-gi's collaboration for Tiger Inside. How was it? We haven't had too many opportunities to see our music and performances expressed through other art forms, and as an artist who makes music, it was really meaningful to see it expressed in this way and up close. What an honor. I tried to show you each part of the drawing in detail, but when Kim Jung-gi explained each part of his drawing to us, he also emphasized that everyone can hear this music or see and view this work with different emotions, and I completely agree with this. Whenever you listen to our music or watch our performances, I think it's meaningful when you're able to interpret it freely. And most importantly, he expressed, I received their energy through their music, and I added a little bit of my energy to show it, and I showed it to you all. So whenever you watch our performances, I hope you can receive that strength from us to overcome any difficulties with our Tiger Inside energy. We'll do our best. Please continue to show us your love and support. Thank you all, and thank you Kim Jung-gi. This is Mark from Super M.